KPIX5's Andrea Borba on the community. It's rallying to donate crucial supplies for healthcare workers.
Well, Ken and Elizabeth, we have seen this in every single city in the Bay Area. Drives on the street with people dropping off excess N95 masks, gloves, other forms of PPE to make sure our doctors and nurses can make it through this surge okay. Outside St. Mary's on Stanion, the drop of a box elicits a round of applause. Nurses across the Bay Area are running drives for personal protective equipment, or PPE, to prepare for an expected surge of COVID-19 cases. This was the scene at Lake Merritt in Oakland, and in San Carlos as the Chinese community came together to buy masks for nurses on the front line.
It really brought tears to all of us to see that the nurses are sewing masks at home. So our Chinese community here, we felt like something must be done. So we formed a fundraising campaign overnight, and within the first 24 hours, we raised about $18,000. And we were very lucky that we secured 8,000 masks.
They are our hero, and we'll do our best to support them. And
if you want to help, here is the best way to get your gear into the hands of healthcare workers.
We prefer for them to be in a box. We appreciate any and all donations as long as they're clean and unused.
Homemade masks are only being accepted by Kaiser hospitals in certain circumstances. Longtime nurse Holly Edson says N95 are what workers need.
The Cal OSHA standards are for airborne precautions, which means a negative pressure room and N95 masks, and coverage of the nurse. So we want those standards.
Holly says the situation on the floors of St. Mary's is dire. They can't find proper PPE.
We have nurses up on the floor reusing paper surgical masks for an entire shift, and we don't feel that that is safe or scientific evidence to prove that those paper masks are safe for an entire shift.
Now, we have reached out multiple times to Dignity Health to talk about those claims about PPE on the floor of St. Mary's. We have not heard back yet at this point. Live in San Francisco tonight, Andrea Borba, KPIX5.